Okay, let's see here. We should be on, and when I look at this, using the zero product property, this is May 27th. 2 more lessons. First off, what is the zero product property? The zero product property, there are 2 things involved here. 2, count them 2, 1, 2. 0, meaning we get 0. Product, meaning we have something multiplied. So what is the zero product property? If A times B equals 0, then one of 2 things has to occur. Either A equals 0 or B equals 0. And because I am generous, I'm going to give you a little extra. This also holds. If A times B times C equals 0, then either A equals 0 or B equals 0 or C equals 0. And if it was A times B times C times D, same thing occurs. We already defined this, so I'm not going to do this again. Reminder, intercept form. Intercept form looks like this. It's also called factored form, and everything that we're working on today has already been factored. So this should be a fairly easy lesson for you. What we see here is we have 2 things. I was going to choose blue and yellow, but that's a little too Michigan for me, so I'm going to go Comstock Park. This is A and this is B. A times B, meaning if this whole thing is equal to 0, recognize the structure here, then either x equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. Now this right here, we need to continue because we are solving, meaning we want to find out what the value for the variable is, and we get x equals 1. So the solution is x equals 0 or x equals negative 1. For this one right here, we have x minus 5 equals 0. Again, this is like the A, and this is like the B. So we have x minus 5 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. Some of you can answer these without showing this work, but I do want to see the work for the next, well, for number 4 in particular. Add 5 to both sides. X equals 5, or subtract 1 from both sides. X equals negative 1. There's our solution. And that means if this was set equal to y, these would also be the spots where it crosses the x-axis. For this right here, we have x plus negative 2 equals 0, or x plus 3 equals 0. So we add 2 to both sides to get rid of that negative 2. So we get x equals 2, or subtract 3 from both sides, and that gives us x equals negative 3. For this one right here, 2x plus 1 equals 0, or 5x minus 3 equals 0. I forgot to do this on the last one. Story of my life. Go Panthers. Either that is 0 or this is 0. Subtract 1 from both sides. Divide by 2. You're probably to the point now where this is fine. So I'm just going to write this down on this one. Minus 1. Divide by 2. So we get x equals negative 1/2, or add 3 to both sides, and then divide by 5. There's our solution. For this one right here, we have 5x equals 0. Quite frankly, you could just say x equals 0. 2x minus 8 equals 0. And x plus 7 equals 0. Add 8 to both sides. Divide by 2. Subtract 7 from both sides. And here is our solution. And I'm going to give you this information for free. I'm not charging you a penny for this. If we were to graph this, it would cross here, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here. And it would look something like that. You don't need to know that right now, but that was free stuff. Free stuff. For this right here, we have x plus 8 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0, and 3x plus 7 equals 0. So that gives us x equals negative 8 by subtracting 8 from both sides, x equals 3, x equals 5, and then here we have a little bit of work to do. Subtract 7, divide by 3. And again, if we were to graph the corresponding function, it would cross at those 4 points, cross the x-axis at those 4 points. So here we have to give the x-intercepts. I'm going to kind of fly through this. The x-intercepts are 0, 0, and negative 1, 0. Where's that coming from? There and there. Here we have 5, 0, and negative 1, 0. Remember x lies? Remember that? Then we have this 0, 0, 4, 0, negative 7, 0. We solve that, we get 0, and for this one, sorry, going to go really fast. Anybody would think that I'm really tired because I've been doing a bunch of these. They would be right. And you can check this. If you use Decimus and graph this, you will find it crosses at those points. Okay, I think that's it. Yep. Have a good day.